who doesn't know about Beauty and the Beast? And we have Meher and Hitesh, who with their performance in their live theatre have done marvels. So, how excited are you about Beauty and the Beast?
Very.
We just saw the movie, so I've been following everything that's been online so far, all the lead up to the film. So it's very exciting. It's work and material that we are very familiar with, and it's always fun to see a new take on it, a new spin on it. They've made a lot of interesting choices and a few changes, and still all the songs that we know and love are in it. So it was
some added songs as well. As she said, yeah, we've been glued to the trailer and been excited about this day. Oh, we're gonna watch it.
We feel part of I mean, maybe we shouldn't, but we feel very much part of the family. Like we're part of this big group that is Beauty and the Beast. So it feels like home ground.
Why did you choose Beauty and the Beast, for musical?
They chose
us. We didn't choose it.
We got selected. We're very lucky. So in that regard, but yeah, that's a question. But I believe Disney, it's when they go into a new market, they do begin with Beauty and the Beast. It's the first show that I think has been done in a lot of countries. So that's probably one of the reasons why it's tried and tested, and it's a beautiful love story that is relatable and yeah.
It's timeless. As she said, it's timeless. Anyone at any age and point in time can relate to the story, and that's what. And as she said, yeah, we auditioned for this. We were part of among the 8,000 odd applicants that applied for this, and we got selected. So. And rest as they say.
So, were there any kind of challenges you faced while executing the whole play?
A lot of them, yeah.
You're always, I mean, as artists, it's always interesting when you're challenged because then it pushes you. So, the show being the size it was and the scale it was at, it's something we'd never experienced before. So, every day, a new challenge, in the best possible way, was thrown at us.
The stage itself was one of the challenges because it was huge. It was the biggest stage that there ever was for Beauty and the Beast, has been. And to be on that magnanimous stage and for the audience to be able to relate to you, that is a challenge. But as you said, in all the correct way, it wasn't as anything that you can't take away from it.
So can you describe the beauty of live theatre? And do you think Indian audience is ready to accept, live theatre?
All our shows were full, so that speaks for itself. That's one show, 2,500 odd people, and all our shows were full.
Yeah, and live theatre has been very much part of Indian culture for a long time. This genre is also something that has been explored. To this scale, it's the first time, and it seemed like everyone was gobsmacked by just the sheer production value of the show. I'm hoping that they were also moved and touched by the story and by performances and stuff. So yes, I absolutely believe that people
are ready.
Yeah, ready and they want it. Yeah. So if more happens, that's even better. Yeah.
So were you always confident that your play will be, well appreciated by Indian audience?
Yeah, there was never a doubt as such that it won't, because it's not cocky to be confident about your own product. It's something that you worked hard for, and not only us, every department worked hard for it. And there were many departments involved in this because it was huge, right? From costumes to sets, and there was detailing in every little thing that there was. So to be confident about what we were putting out there because of the amount of hard work that we'd done, and we'd gotten on board for the last 4 to 5 months of the production, but they've been working previously to that, and there was a lot of work that happened into getting us into rehearsal as well. So yeah, once you see so much hard work and
you kind of put your trust and faith in that because you honestly don't know what people are going to think. But I think if you worry too much about that, then you're taking away from just being present in that moment and putting your heart and soul into it. So of course it concerns you, and you hope and pray that people enjoy it. But I think at the end of the day, we were having such an amazing time, and it's so rare to get an experience like this that if it's good to always think about the end product, but not forgetting the process and which takes you there. So I think that's where most of our focus was. It was a hard rehearsal process, so we didn't have a lot of time to think.
Yeah, there was no time to think, as she correctly puts it. But
we were excited, and so that was exciting.
And there was always different levels of excitement at different points in time. Like I'll speak for myself. When I auditioned, I didn't know the scale of this thing.
Anyone did.
Yeah, so I was like, there were wow moments like in intervals. One day we were shown the stage size, one day we were shown how the costumes will be, how your look will be, and the looks and the rehearsal, and constantly working, as she said. So we were constantly working to be thinking about the end product. It was all pieces falling together on its own, and we just moved along.
So you played the role of Belle and you played the role of Gaston. So how difficult was it to portray? Because you know, it's a timeless story. So how difficult was it?
I think everything comes with its challenges. It's a character I was very familiar with just because I loved that story. I watched it when I was young many times and continued to. So it was a role that I was very excited and felt very privileged to play, because it's like when you idolize someone when you're a little girl, and then the idea of getting to play someone like her. She, in many ways, I mean, I was always in awe of her because, and I think it was portrayed really beautifully in the film, just her fearlessness. She just did not let anything bring her down, or any obstacle that came in her path, she was able to. She's really feisty. She's really, she's got a lot of inner strength and depth, and she was a really fun person to explore, and someone I felt very in awe of even now, many years later. After seeing her as a child, even now I still look back and think she's a really wonderful, strong character that Disney created, and so I felt really lucky to play her. Yeah.
Me, for the longest time, I couldn't, like during rehearsal process also, for the longest time I couldn't get a grip of this guy Gaston, because wow, what an idiot. But character-wise, acting-wise, it's a dream role to have, because you're dancing, you're singing, you're out there. It's beautiful the way that Gaston is on stage. I portray it on stage and see it on film as well. It's a brilliant character, but initially I was really struggling a lot with this guy called Gaston. I'm like, wow, who talks like that? Who is so narcissistic? Like, how can you talk like that about your own self? But yeah, as the process took me through it, and yeah.
And now you've finally watched the film. So what do you have to say about it?
It was wonderful, and it brought back a lot of fond memories. I speak for myself.
I was beaming throughout because it's hard to, like I said in the beginning, we feel so much part of the family that you're protective of it. At the same time, it's hard for you to be very objective. But I enjoyed it. It's visually stunning. It's really beautiful, and it's got all the wonderful elements that I loved about it when I saw the animated version in the early 90s. I think people are going to really enjoy it. And they've done some really interesting, slightly edgy things with it, which is always nice. Disney made those choices, which I thought were really great.
Some of them were very bold choices. Yeah, some of them were.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
you know?
some of them are really bold choices, and that's really nice to see that they are adapting and changing a few things here and there, which is really nice to see.
Yeah. Their portrayals, each character was their own, and I'm not going to say anything because people are going to watch it and see that for themselves. Those who were familiar with the old film, that each character has made quite distinct choices from what you remember from the animated film, and which is really interesting. That's what art is. I think that's what makes it so gripping, and so every time you go back, it's dealt with differently. So that's nice.
So with this, we are done with the interview part. And now I'm going to check how well do you know Beauty and the Beast.
That's my cue to leave.
Okay, what is the name of Belle's horse?
But can I just say, for the play,
there's no horse, and we didn't know, so we just figured the name while watching.
From the old film. No, it's in the anime, Philippe. Yeah.
She got 1 point.
She's going to get all the points.
Okay. The second question. What year was Beauty and the Beast released in cinemas?
94?
93.
91.
Oh! There we go. 94, was that the stage version of 90? I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, 91. We were very little then.
So according to the lyrics of Be Our Guest, what is the oldest the prince could have been when the spell was placed?
We actually used to have a joke about that because by our calculation, he was pretty young and we thought it was pretty harsh. on the part of the enchantress to like curse a young boy. He was no, because according to the original film, which they don't say here, he had to buy his 21st birthday.
so
we thought he was like under 10 when we, just thinking of the years that had passed. I'm going to give a vague under 10.
A wild guess.
7. Oh, not 7, that's too young.
12.
Okay, he's close. 11.
11, okay.
So I'll give my 1 point.
Chalo, theek hai.
So 3 songs were Oscar. This is the 4th question. 3 songs were Oscar nominated, but which song won?
Beauty and the Beast.
The title track, yeah.
So the 5th question. Where is Belle going to in the opening song?
She's going to
Bookstore.
So it's a tie.
Yay.
She's still leading, huh?
What do I win? That's
Yay.
my. I want to take that home. No.
She wants the rose.
Whose name is French for the madman?
What?
Whose name is French for the madman?
The madman.
Dark. Oh, the madman.
No.
There's a madman? Le Fou. Oh, okay, that way. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Le Fou. Oh. Yeah, that's a tricky way to frame the question. Yeah.
So that's how I'm going to test your knowledge about Beauty and the Beast. So the 7th question. In the French version of the film, what is Cotsworth called?
Oh, I don't know that.
No. Pass.
Wild guess. Any guesses?
What is clock? I don't know. What is clock in
French,
I have no idea.
Monsieur something, yeah.
Big Ben.
What?
Why didn't know that?
Because she researched it. Why do you know that?
I didn't know that. I said.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that. Not how do you know that? You thought I said how do you know that? No. Well, who are your sources? I didn't know that.
What makes Belle unique in her village?
She loves to read.
She reads, yeah. She's educated.
One of the reasons, but what makes her unique?
Blue, her dress. She's the only one that wears blue. I'd read that.
She'd know that better.
Okay, 9th question. How many Academy Awards did the film win?
8.
Academy Awards?
No, sorry. That's, oh no.
Song, I guess. I have no idea what else.
2?
Correct? Yeah. Okay, the last question. How many eggs does...
No, wait 1 second. Sorry. So, what's the tie now?
You're still...
What? No, wait. I answered. No.
Just 1 point. This is the tiebreaker.
Okay, fine. If I win this, like it's that 1 point goes to the dustbin, basically.
Something about eggs, I heard.
And this question, I think you will be able to answer.
Me?
Oh,
4 dozen! 4 dozen.
Oops! Oh no! 4 dozen? No, isn't it? I have 5 dozen eggs. It's 4 dozen. Oh.
Dozen! Is it? No. Go ahead, please.
Yeah.
How many eggs does adult Gaston eat for breakfast? Adult Gaston eat for breakfast each morning.
4 dozen.
4 dozen. No.
I won! How do I know that? And you didn't know that? I ate 5 dozen eggs. Yeah.
When I was a boy, I ate 4 dozen eggs. Now I have 5 dozen eggs. So, see, I let it.
There we go. Okay, clear winner. Clear winner.
Give it to her.
Clear winner.
Share, comment, and subscribe to Pink Villa.